All right. Good afternoon, friends. Stephen Benoon here. We are with Brother Ron Gunter. And Brother Ron, those of you that have been seeing him on a lot of the Zoom meetings we do on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. there on our Lifewave, talking about Lifewave products, things like that. Uh, Talk about an amazing testimony that he's going to share with us tonight there. Him and his mom, no less, and what happened at the doctor's recently. Brother Ron, please. I mean, to me, why your testimony is so important, like so many others that we've been getting, it helps people to realize things are going on even when they don't know they're going on. Go ahead. Let's hear what happened to you. It's a beautiful testimony.
Well, I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure and a bad valve leaking. I think they call it a bad murmur or something like that. And also stage 4 kidney disease. I guess I was really messed up. And
Yeah.
anyway, there were several things that they diagnosed. And last year, it was around September, not the end of September. I went to the doctor and he looked at me and was listening and he said, "That's not good." And I said, "What's that?" But he didn't answer me. So I didn't know what was not good. But when I came back, well, this past Monday, I took mom with me because she wanted to see him too. And he was checking her and said, "Boy, you seem to do amazingly well." But by the end of last year, we thought both of us was going to go the way it was going. But in the middle of December, I started using X39 and 49. And we kept using it, and I could tell there was some difference. I felt a lot better. And mom's got back up, and she's 91. She started washing dishes again by hand and stuff. And I told her, you don't have to do that. She said, "I want to. So anyway, we was at the doctor's office and he was saying she did so much better. And he was listening to my heart and all that and having me breathe and everything. And he went over and sat down and he looked so puzzled and he kept looking at the charts. And I said, "Doc, I guess I need to know that kidney disease. You told me I may be headed for dialysis. Uh, is it better? Did I get up maybe to a 3 or something?" He goes, "No, no." I said, "Oh, I was kind of hoping." He said, "Actually, you're stage 2 and falling, it looks like." So I
Wow.
went from stage 4 to stage 2. And I said, "Well, the last time I was here, you told me that, boy, that's really bad when you listened to me. I didn't know what you meant. You didn't say." He said, "Well, your heart murmur had gotten so bad, I was afraid the valve was going to start failing." I said, "Oh, well." I said, "Well, did it improve?" He said, "I could barely hear anything. I don't know." And he kept looking through his notes and he said, "This doesn't make sense." He said, "What did you do? You went to another doctor and got a prescription for something. I really need to put it in your record so we'll know what it is." I said, "I never went to another doctor. I mean, I just patched myself." He said, "Well," he said, "I know that, but what did you do?" And I said, "No, I literally patched myself. And I patched my mother too. It's called Lifewave X39." And he looked a little, he said, "It's called what?" And I said, "Lifewave." He jumped on his computer and started looking it up. And he said, "I'm going to have to research this."
Oh, that is absolutely amazing. And like you say, your mom's 91. Brother Ron, how old are you?
A little short of 70.
A little short of 70. There you go. So you've almost
But
got to that big 70 figure. And I know exactly what you mean. Stage 4 kidney failure, it doesn't just reverse on its own.
no,
Something has to be going on, some type of treatment or something in order to help, depending on whatever is causing the kidney failure as well. And to go from stage 4 to stage 2, that's amazing. And then the congestive heart failure and the murmur, murmurs don't resolve on their own either.
Well, I
So
don't think I'm cured of everything yet, but boy, I'm headed in the right direction. And I feel
exactly.
100 times better than I did last fall.
Amen. So the feeling, and by the way, I will tell you one thing too. I know we always kid around. I say that X39 is prejudice. It likes women, don't like men, but, because I've been seeing so many testimonies of these women looking younger. I was on with Mia Finnegan over on John Moore's program the other day, and
Right.
John was wanting to talk about the Alavita patches, which, by the way, if you happen to be listening to this testimony and you are doing Alavita, never do Alavita the same time you're doing X39. Always do Alavita at night, X39 in the daytime. Reason being they cancel one another out. That's why. But long story short, though, Mio, he was talking with John Moore about those Alavita patches and how they make people look younger. They put the vitality back in the skin. X39 actually puts the vitality back in the skin as well. Well, I had always noticed with Mia in the interview I did with her that she looked literally much younger. I mean, I could tell the difference, and I didn't even know about X39 helping with that issue there. Well, on John's show, she actually had mentioned that the wrinkles that you get around your lips, she said all of hers had gone away. And I didn't want to ever say it
Wow.
publicly, but that was the very thing that I noticed, right? And see, even Ron, you're looking, I mean, I don't want to say you looked older when you started, but you
I
definitely
did.
got a brighter
Yeah,
glow.
I looked a lot older than I do now. I mean, I'm not pretty by any means, but I've got rid of a lot of the lines and stuff across my forehead and around my face. And I don't know, I feel so much better than I did. I couldn't believe that that patch would do that. And I started researching it as well. And you were right. It's amazing.
So, well, I am so happy for you, for your mom, and now your wife has started using it. So I guess she's taking it serious now, boy.
Well, she was really surprised when they told me, the kidney disease and everything was reversing and going back. And I think that's why the doctor looked so puzzled. He's sitting there scratching his head looking at the paper. He said, this doesn't make sense.
I love it. I love it. That's just like the lady with Parkinson's, right? She goes to her doctor and he takes her off all the meds. He said, look, he said, that patch seems to be doing something for you. He says, because you're not shaking, so you don't need that medicine. There was some other kind of thing that goes along with the Parkinson. He said, you don't have that no more, so don't need that medication. He said, what's your pain level? She said, I don't have hardly any pain anymore. He said, well, we'll reduce that as well. And they took it down to a third of what she was taking, you know.
Well,
You don't.
he asked me when I was in there, because every time you come in, they want to know what is your pain level today. And I looked a little puzzled for a minute. I went, oh, I don't have any. I don't know. He said, you don't have any? And I said, no, sorry about that, but I don't have any.
That is absolutely amazing. Anyway, brother, thank you so much for sharing that with us here
Sure.
and for other people too. God bless you. I'm sure you will appreciate that tremendously. Anyway, all right. Let's see here. I'll exit that out. Let me stop that recording.